It's green. Thank
It's been a crazy day, y'all.
We'll wait on Cindy to come back if y'all don't mind.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, if everybody's ready, I'm gonna call the June 25th, 2024 meeting of the Coffee County Planning Commission to order. And the first thing we will do is have approval of the agenda. Anybody have?
I make a motion to approve the agenda.
Got a motion by Laura to approve the agenda.
I second it.
Got a second from Rodney. All those in favor say aye. We'll move on to public comments. We got two people out there. He's gonna take the comments down, and Scott, I don't know what you wanna do, but no public comments? Okay, we're gonna move right along then to approval of the previous minutes.
I vote to approve the minutes.
I second that.
I've got a motion by Rodney to approve the previous minutes and a second by Laura. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, we're gonna move right along to the request for rezoning C1 to C2, 5443 Woodbury Highway, map 041, parcel 027.01. And we got a representative there for that?
We do not, this is the application, let's see.
Nobody's here to represent this plat?
Rezoning,
Does anybody want to tell us about it, or we want to put it off till the next
Can
meeting?
you present on the TV?
Yeah, she's pulling it up.
Okay.
well, I should be hooked in here. Says no signal.
Can somebody give me a little information, the difference between C1 and C2?
C2 is strictly commercial, no residential. C1 is mixed, it's got some commercial and some residential. It is already zoned C1. It's been behind Bernie Hankins there.
Does that have to be on?
He had a automotive place there for years, but she's buying it or bought it and wants to put a car lot there. And a car lot's not a permitted use in the C1, but it is in the C2, so that's why she changed from C1 to C2. And it is off Woodbury Highway on Ontario Road, so it is
Thank you,
allowed.
Laura.
Rodney, have you got your zoning resolution copy?
I do not have it.
I
on
mean,
me.
have you got one?
No, sir.
You've not been presented one.
I got one like a year ago, but I don't have it.
As long as you have it in your possession.
One other thing about C2, there can, when you're changing from C1 to C2, there can be residential in that C2 zone at the time that you change it. But once a residential in a C2 goes commercial, it cannot go back to a residential. That's one of the big differences.
So once you change your committed, it cannot go back, is that right?
That's what, yeah.
That's right.
Used for, it's been used for commercial use for years already, but not. They're changing the use, it's still gonna be a commercial use, but they're changing the use from a automotive repair to a car lot.
Where is this?
You know, Vernon Sampson's?
Yeah.
Behind his house, they had an automotive place there for a long time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do I hear any kind of motion to approve it?
It's got some shop yards back there. It's been there for years.
How many acres is it? Well, I don't have any idea about it.
Mm.
And
It's just an acre.
technology's not helping.
Oh, it's just an acre?
It's got buildings in the back, if that'll ever load up, you can see it. It's got some, where they've had, done automotive work back there for 30 years. There's no more. Burners had a shop, and then I think Jeff Toms maybe ran that out of it. So they're just going to a car lot.
Any other questions?
I don't know, I can't even see it. It's like road frontage, how much does it have road frontage wise? Okay, yeah, can I see
It's a
that?
flag lot.
Oh, it's a flag lot.
So what's one on here? The 20
Those are the letters I sent to the neighbors, informing them of the request to change.
Internet.
We had to change something on the
Wi-Fi.
TV to even get it
That's
to
Rodney
pick up
Harwell's,
this
right?
iPad. Do you think maybe that had something to do with why?
Looks like.
The internet hadn't
It looks
been
like
good
it's shot
here
with,
today, no, I don't know if
It's
they're
been
still
good for
working
the last
on
2 or
it.
3 days in my house.
Yeah,
Fiber or
flag
something.
lot, right away.
I don't know.
Is that a residential at 2700, the one?
We could print out a copy of the that still image.
How much road frontage has it got? Just that right away?
Yes, it's a flag lot.
Yeah.
So is it 50 feet?
It's got more than 50 foot.
Yeah.
on it.
I think so.
Okay.
You gotta pull up one.
Close that window and reopen it. See, okay. If you'll close it and reopen it, it might load.
I wish they were here. I'd like to know if that's the owner.
I want to make it a car lot.
Yeah, and I'd like to know who this is and what this is.
That's Bernice Anthony out front. On the front of that.
And he sold it to her to build a car
No,
lot?
I don't know. I didn't look at the transactions, but I know that Jeff Toms wound up running out of it, I think, for a while.
And then he built
And
his
I don't know
own.
if yes, and he built his own, so I don't know if he was leasing that or he bought it from Bernice. He might have been leasing from Bernice, but yes, he did.
Who's the applicant?
Well, she took it with her. Cindy's done that.
Cause we don't have that on the agenda.
It looks like Sonia Glover, owner, according to this thing. Says owner Sonia Glover, Woodbury Highway 5443, parcel 2701, deeded 1 acre. Date May 9th, 2024. If we vote to make it C2 and she decides car lot isn't gonna work back there, what could she do with it from
And this
there?
would be a recommendation. It would have to go to the
Full
full commission.
commission.
for-
Yeah, that-
This would
it's
be
not
rec-
binding here.
Right.
Okay,
Yeah, it gotta go.
It's still
before
local.
them.
I shut it down.
what does that open it up to for other businesses, though, anything she
Anything
wanted?
that's allowed in C2, it will be C2 no matter what she does when it's rezoned.
Yeah,
It is a C2. If she decides not
and
to,
from
it's
here,
still
the
gonna be
commission
C2.
gets to decide whether they're okay with it,
It
Yes.
will.
so we can pass the buck.
We can,
This is a
all we're doing is
recommendation.
giving a recommendation, either a positive or a negative
Yeah.
recommendation, then the county commission takes it up. Any zoning change that has to happen.
Well, it's already a business, and whoever's number 1, 2, and 4, 3, and 5 haven't come up here to
No,
say
I shut
anything.
it down and read.
And you got no response from any of the letters you sent out?
I think one lady called and asked what a C2 was. I think you took that call, remember, Kurt?
Yes,
And
But adjoining properties are C1, is that correct?
that is correct.
Okay. So
they're all
already,
commercial.
all those residentials are already.
Commercial.
Oh, they're
That's
already
C1.
commercial.
Okay,
Yeah,
Well, they're mixed use. They can either be residential or commercial. It's allowed in
C1.
A C2 is only commercial.
Right.
I don't really see a problem with it. If everybody around there's commercial and they wanna make it commercial from here on out,
I don't think there's a problem with it either, particularly for the use that it's been.
yeah, it's
Over
already
the
been a
years.
business. Nobody's here to say anything. You know,
Yeah.
so I make a motion, we pass it.
Rodney, good motion. I got a motion by Rodney to pass it. Do I have a second?
I'll second.
Dennis will second. Any more discussion on this? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Okay, so that will go forward to the full commission with a positive recommendation from us. And we'll move on to the site plan, the Coffee County Health Department.
What is that?
That's,
That's the
Apparently,
mayor.
apparently Dennis likes to be whistled at.
well, oh, Billy Bob.
Oh, goodness.
The next one.
All right.
Send it to us.
We don't have our lectern up here. I don't know how, you're not gonna look very official, but that's all
It's
right.
over there.
It's over there. Do I need to go over there?
Do you need this?
Sure.
We can't see him on the camera.
You can do it there. That way.
Okay. So we are here tonight to look at the site plan of the Coffee County Health Department. And we are talking about an 11,211 square foot facility here, situated on the Coffee County Joint Industrial Park, one of the front lots. So the Duck River, the substation is right across the street, Cook Neon being right in the front. So right as you pull in, Builder's First Source would be off to the right here. We're on a part of the larger parcel that extends further back, kind of off the sheet to the right. So we are right on the front of that lot, kind of behind Cook Neon here. We have coordinated, and of course, the mayor has been involved in meetings with the state of Tennessee, the Department of Health representatives in working through the floor plan, but also the site plan in general. And we are pretty well finalized on the floor plan layout, and therefore we finalized the site plan around that. The discussions were to go ahead and push through with a site plan and possibly bid out the site work separate from the building process. So that's the reason we're here tonight, a little bit ahead of the building process. But this has 43 parking spaces. It has detention, stormwater detention on two sides here, the way that the water drains. As you can see, the two entrances here, we are conforming to not only the Coffee County zoning ordinance setbacks, but also the Joint Industrial Park, the Industrial Board's setbacks, which they have a little different setbacks for building as well as parking areas. So we're meeting those as well. So I'll answer any questions unless.
You are meeting all setbacks.
We are meeting all setbacks, so no variance is needed.
Who has the most stringent parking regulations, us or them?
Well, they don't have parking counts where y'all regulate
Okay.
parking spaces. They just have some setbacks for pavement where you do not, the county does not. So both work hand in hand.
And you were able to work it out, did you met both, all the things for
Yes,
both?
yes, we did. We initially had the site pushed a little bit to the north and left, and we were over a setback. And when the TCAT that was looking at going in back here decided to not come in here, we were able to loosen it up, shift it back, and be off of those setbacks.
I make a motion to approve it.
I have a question.
Oh, sorry.
Why do we get to have jurisdiction over this and we don't get to have jurisdiction on schools? When it's, do we have?
I second your motion.
I've got a motion and a second from Dennis. Any more discussion? All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed?
Thanks, guys,
Scott,
cause this
appreciate
health
it.
department needs to get
It
moving.
needs to
We
get going.
gotta get moving in this health department. I appreciate it.
All right, we move on to other. Anybody got any other things? Hmm? Yeah, we do have training, and I think We checked with everybody to start with.
It's on Paul's birthday, boy, I tell you.
July 24th.
We'll have to
bring
have a
him a cake.
birthday cake
Hey,
for dessert.
They gonna get you a cake, ain't they?
That works.
Now, Manchester's gonna be with us, right? Correct? Okay, good deal, good deal. Rodney, are you gonna be able to make it, do you think?
I'll make it.
Okay.
I'll
good
make it
deal.
happen.
Good, we appreciate that, thank you. It's,
I'll be getting out of dialysis.
Yeah, it's also a day that he had dialysis.
so you'll come to the second one, or will you feel like coming to the second one?
I'll stop off at the first one.
Oh, okay. All right.
The second one, I'll be going to church with.
Is that on Wednesday?
It's on
Mhm.
yeah.
There's two of them.
Well,
Isn't it 8 to 12 and then 12 to 4? Isn't that it?
yes.
Yeah, 4 hours for committee members and 8 for staff.
So sorry.
Yeah,
Uh,
just 4 hours for us, 8 for the staff.
Gotcha.
As of right now,
Lunch.
we don't have anything on the agenda for next month. However, as Kurt says, a lot of times things come in on the last day. My question is, if we don't have anything on the agenda, do we need to have a meeting?
I say you save the taxpayers money.
No.
You're the chairman, you make that
I
decision.
know, I like to have input from everybody, and I wanted your input as the mayor also. I
Why?
don't see the reason to spend that money if we don't.
No, 'cause I mean, what would be discussed if we didn't have nothing on the agenda?
I mean, that's my point.
Yeah,
I
But
can
now, we
FaceTime
don't
any
know
of y'all
that.
that wanna see
It'll
me.
be
Right.
Friday.
Things change.
Things can change quickly by Friday.
Oh, yeah.
There could be 4 or 5 calls.
Yeah.
but I'd say no, if we don't have anything on the agenda.
Save the taxpayers.
Rodney,
Yeah.
I'm certain will pretty well say no if we don't have anything on the agenda. All right, anything else from anybody?
I would like to make a statement that I think everybody around the table realizes that Mr. Elam, his term expired in January, but I'm finding it very difficult to replace him, and is able to stay in this position until there is a replacement that fits all the requirements set down by PCA. But I appreciate you showing up every month, and I hope everybody else appreciates it as
We
much as
do.
I do.
Appreciate his input too.
Mhm.
Let me ask a question. When are they gonna open up that new place there at 4084 Lone?
They're still working. They've got a pond to finish digging out front and put a liner in, because that is gonna supply for their sprinkler system. So that has to be in place. They didn't wanna put a tank.
What's gonna be in that building?
Storage,
Cold
refrigeration, cold storage.
It's a big refrigerator, isn't it?
I hate to pay the electric
Did
bill.
they put a rail spur in there? Are they going to?
That, it is gonna come through to stop, it's gonna split the building there in the back. Yeah, and I think they've been working on that, I think they might already have that all done.
I just would heard that they was putting a spur in, but I hadn't.
They are coming off that track behind.
Anything else? I'll take a motion to adjourn if anybody wants to make it.
You're up, Sammy.
I'll make that motion.
And do I have a second to
I
adjourn?
second.
Ms. Laura seconds. All those in favor, stand up and leave.